Up, Cancer, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. So guys, this is going to be your May mid-month reading, so let's hop right into it. Let's see what's going on. So guys, this will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Cancer signs, and it'll be from about May 15th of 2019 to June 15th of 2019. So let's see what's going on, guys. Now do keep in mind that this is general, guys. Whatever comes out, and that all the energy could be transferable. It could be something that you're going through or something that someone around you is going through, and I'm just picking up on it. Okay, so what is going on with the sign of Cancer? Now guys, I do post daily energies every day on Instagram, High Vibrations 44, if you want to check it out. Okay, what is going on for the sign of Cancer? All right. Okay, so we have past, present, and future. Okay. All right, guys, so the energy that you have here is the Four of Wands in the reverse. So sometimes this could be something that feels unstable, just in general, okay? Something that just has a foundation that's not too solid, but it could also be feeling unstable as you make a particular transition in your life. And we have the Fool card and we have the Queen of Pentacles here. So maybe you guys are transitioning into something new. Maybe it's a relationship of some sort with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or something maybe within business that you're going towards, where it's just like, okay, you know, I know that this is going to be great. I know it's going to be new, but this is a little, you know, it could be a little nerve-wracking as I get into this. All right, so let's see what this is truly about. So the first card that you guys have for your past is the Magician. So the Magician, this is someone who can really try to manifest something. They don't need anyone else to manifest it. All right, you see all the elements here. You see the Sword, Pentacles, the Cups, the Wands, and you know, just someone who is able to just bring forth something and not need to outsource anything in order to get it. So this is a card about manifestation. All right, you have the Eight of Swords in the reverse, and you have the Three of Swords. Okay, so you're in manifestation mode, but there could have been something that you really desired that you had to let go of in order to do this, because I see you guys seeing a situation for what it is and moving past it, but being upset. Okay, for some of you, maybe you're just trying to manifest something that you really wanted, but again, having to move past it, feeling like you can't. Now, the next card that you guys have for your past is the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is all about new beginnings that we go into, where it's not going to be something we necessarily dive into very fast, but, you know, we really are able to build a solid foundation with this, and it's something that's able to really last long term. All right, we have the Judgment card in the reverse, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. So specifically, if any of you are dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn sort of energy around you, then you could have discovered that having a new beginning in regards to this person or surrounding this person, it was probably not a good idea. Okay. For others of you, maybe this is just the approach that you were taking with something new in your life, where you're going to take your time, you're going to want to be methodical about it. Maybe it was something within business, but there's a new beginning here that I just don't see as a good idea, something that could cause loss, but at the same time, it makes you happy. So that's why you're conflicted. Okay. The last card that you have for your past is the Queen of Wands in reverse. So this is a diva. This is someone who can get very passionately angry about certain things in life. Why is this Queen of Wands in the reverse here? Page of Cups in the reverse. Queen of Cups in the reverse. You know, honestly, I just see this as some sort of offer that wasn't valid, or something that didn't come through in the way that you wanted it, or in the way that somebody else may have wanted it from you. So maybe some sort of fallout that had to happen between a lover or a friend, or, you know, maybe at a job. So seeing that something just isn't genuine, it's not going to go through. Okay. So yeah, I feel like there's something that you guys wanted, but it was kind of the situation of be careful what you want. Okay. Now in the present moment, guys, the first card that you have is the Nine of Pentacles. So this is going to be a card sometimes about people who are single. It could be a card about someone who is extremely self-sufficient. This is someone that doesn't necessarily need help to pay their bills or anything like that. They can handle it all on their own. Why is this Nine of Pentacles here? You have the Four of Wands in the reverse. So feeling an unstable transition as you move away from something, or realizing that you have to do something on your own, but knowing that you can. Knowing that you can handle it. All right, you have the Knight of Cups here. So even if it feels unstable, it's not something that you can't handle. Maybe you got to this point because of a third-party situation in love. Okay, maybe you got to this point because of a group of friends you had to fall away from, or some sort of job that you had to leave behind. Okay, this could also be a card about slight depression, or not wanting to socialize, not wanting to go out. Okay, a big change happening in your life where you have to come out of your shell and you have to move forward. But whatever this is, guys, not only did it give you clarity, but your soul is at ease, and there's something that you truly desire that's coming in because you were able to move past this. Now, here's the center of your reading, guys, the High Priestess. So this is what everything is going to tap into. Y'all know what's going on, okay? When this card comes out in a reading, this is your intuition saying, I know exactly what's happening. So I don't care what people are telling you. I don't care what you're reading. I don't care any of this stuff. What do you feel within yourself? Because that is the truth. Okay, so you guys, with this being the center of everything, you're always going to know in your gut what needs to be done. If you're asked to do something and your heart just clenches, or you're just like, fuck, it's not that direction, okay? This is someone who's going to know what their soul needs in the moment. Why is this High Priestess here? We have the Six of Cups. And we have the Page of Swords, okay? So you know that there's some sort of loss that you're going to have to go through here. Okay. Again, guys, this is something that leads to happiness. So honestly, I feel like you guys just get to the point where it's like, look, I can't sugarcoat this. I can't bullshit this anymore. It's time to have a very honest conversation, and it's time to walk away from something. And it doesn't have to be done in, you know, a super dramatic sort of way, but it does have to be done. All right, you have the Page of Pentacles. So there's new things that you're working on. There's things that you're talking about. There's things that you're trying to build. Why is this Page of Pentacles here? Fool card popped out. Okay, so there's definitely something new that y'all are working on. We have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. You guys have clarity. With the Ace of Swords, you're going towards something new, but specifically with this Ace, you had to cut something out, something that was bullshit, something that was detrimental, something that wasn't working for you. So honestly, I see you guys just really hopping onto the reality train, okay? Really knowing what needs to be done, knowing in your soul what the truth is of everything around you, all right? So it could be hard to listen to our intuition sometimes, but I don't want you guys to feel like you're crazy or anything like that. If something feels off, it's because it is. Trust your intuition. Nobody needs psychics. Nobody needs tarot. Nobody needs any of this. This is just a tool to kind of help guide. But we always know within ourselves, your body will negatively react to something if it's not good for you. Okay? You'll feel anxious. You'll feel uncomfortable. Listen to that. All right. Now moving forward into the future, the first card that you have is the Ten of Cups. This is ultimate happiness here. All right. So let's see what this is about, guys. You have the Five of Cups. And you have the Three of Wands. All right, so it's a little bit of a catch-22 situation where there's still something that you're feeling a loss about, but honestly, at this point, the reason why you're feeling the loss is because you're focusing on the loss. This is someone who focuses on what was lost and not what they still have going for them. Okay, so you're expanding in a huge way. You're extremely freaking happy with something else in your life, but you're looking at where you lacked. Okay, focus on this. All right, you have so much here. Don't cry over spilled milk when you have way more to replenish it. Okay, so something big, but it's like you guys might be a little bit hard on yourself, but ultimately you got yourself out of a toxic situation here with the Devil card in the reverse. For some of you, there could be some sort of fallout happening with an earth sign specifically. We have the Ace of Cups. Cancers, you guys are going to be fine. You have the Six of Wands. You have the Ace of Cups. Y'all are about to succeed. You're going to excel. People are going to throw parades for you. I don't know if that's going to happen, but if it does, dope, invite me. I'm down to go. But Yeah, you guys have something so emotionally fulfilling coming in, something that you're going to be so happy doing, where there's extreme success and all the worry that you have goes away with something new that you accept in your life. But you're just asking yourself, should I or should I not go towards happiness? What kind of question is that? You know, of course, go towards it, guys. So the last card that you guys have here is the Hanged Man, which I love because at the end of all of this, you guys get to the point where you're going to do what feels natural. Okay? The Hanged Man has the mentality of, you know, never chase anything, attract it. That's what the Hanged Man does. It's just someone who's chilling and they're confident within, themselves and what's meant for them. This is someone who understands that if I have to jump through 1,000 hoops and cry, kick, scream, and all that, that shit ain't for me. All right? Take the path of least resistance here, guys. We have the Hierophant. You guys are doing something huge, and it's like you're on the path of something that is meant to happen for you. This is something that's, putting you directly on the path to your higher self, to your highest potential. All right? You have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. For some of you, this new chapter could involve you having to make some sort of financial investment. That could be one thing. But for a lot others of you, and this is going to be very interesting because this energy could come from you or it could come from someone else. There is something that someone's having a hard time moving away from, okay? Something that's difficult for them. But the truth of the matter with the King of Pentacles in the reverse is that, again, whether it's you or someone around you, somebody wasn't genuinely invested anyways. So someone is sitting here like, fuck, I lost this. And, whether it's a lover or a boss or something, they're chilling. They're not worried about it. They're not crying about it. So if you guys are on the end where you're just really upset, try your best, and I know it's easier said than done, but try your best to just brush that shit to the side because there's going to be a part of this or a person involved in this in some way, shape, or form that they're not stressed, they're not crying, they're not worried. So if you have something so big coming in for success, take that shit. Don't let anybody hold you back from that. All right, guys. So let me pull you 3 cards of advice here, and then I'll pull you guys an oracle card. All right, Cancer, let's see what's up. Star card in the reverse. Lover's card. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Having to lose faith in something that you're closely tied to. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. There's going to be some sort of fallout. For some of you, it's a relationship. For others of you, it's parting ways with a good friend, a family member, okay? But something that was closely tied to, you're going to have to let it go, okay? And that could be the one thing that's leaving you stuck because you're having a hard time letting that go. Tower card in the reverse. That by you losing faith in this and letting it go, you literally dodge a bullet. 6 of Pentacles, okay? You find balance throughout all of this, even if initially, it's not something that feels good. Now, for a lot of you, there's going to be pain that you're suppressing as you go through this, but there's also a healing element that comes in. I'm going to pull one more card for this Lover's card. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? That, for some of you, in this case, there can be some sort of situation here, especially if this is with someone that you're walking away from, where someone may want to reconcile, but it doesn't work to your favor, okay? Make sure that you're not on a path that was toxic for you, something that has made you unhappy in the past, okay? I'm just going to pull one more card just to see if there's any other messages for this. 4 of Wands. Yeah, it's showing that there's something that your soul clearly just doesn't want for you, okay? Whether you've verbally admitted that or not. So if there's any sort of reconciliation being offered with something that has brought you a lot of stress in the past, I don't see that being something that would be beneficial to you at this point. But all I see is extreme balance here. A very solid foundation, but having to let something go. Okay? Having to suppress some pain, having to let something go. Okay? And you have the King of Swords in the reverse. So maybe somebody who's just being abusive and an asshole, and that's why you have to let it go. And if it's not that, then it's somebody who got pushed so extremely, or to such an extreme rather, that they just can't take it anymore. Okay, this is when, you know, the dog that you've been kicking for the last 2 months finally bites the shit out of you, and it's like, oh my god, the dog bit me. It's like, yeah, bitch, but you've been kicking the dog for 2 months, so what do you expect? Sorry, that came off a little strong, but yeah, guys, you're solid. If there's anything that hasn't been working out to your favor, or it's been something, you know, that's been very heavy on you, then that's all coming to an end, but in a good way where you excel in a huge way. So I'm gonna pull you guys an Earth Magic Oracle card. These cards are by Stephen D. Farmer. So let's see what sort of guidance is in the cards for you. What card of guidance does the sign of Cancer need? Okay. So with the card that fell out, we have Earth Magic and the reverse. And then we'll talk about the energies in a second. Now, when Earth Magic comes out, it's a card that talks about how there's naturally just so many elements, you know, just on Earth and just within ourselves, where it just naturally helps us to tap back into us. Um, Kind of like when you have a view of, like, you know, this world is just very magical and there's all these opportunities that we have. You just have to believe that they're there, and you have to have good faith in it, and you know, you have to believe in your capability to get things done, and then everything kind of just happens. So there's something that's kind of in the way of you connecting to yourself and to the world around you, and that depth. And when you have communion, synergy, and vulnerability, I know that, you know, cancers are known sometimes for being emotional, but in this case, you're going to have to be more vulnerable. So if maybe your ego has been holding you back from doing things, or you didn't want to show a certain side of yourself because maybe you thought it would make you look weak, it's time to do that. Because once you show whatever the vulnerability that is for you, that's when synchronicity kicks in. With this communion card, that's where you finally tap back in and you're able to do something so huge. Okay? And guys, life, I know that we all go through our shit, but for those of y'all who have been with me, and I'll write a book about it eventually, but when I tell you I've been through shit, I've been through shit. And while I was going through such heavy shit, like, I'm just a person that I've always been able to attract a lot of things naturally to me. But when I was going through this heavy shit, things just weren't working out. Things that were so easy for me to get in the past just wasn't falling into my lap like that anymore. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And it's honestly because the universe was just like, girl, your life is all messed up. I'm not about to give you this huge blessing with this bullshit in your life. Get rid of that. You don't want this in your life when it comes. So there's something that's having you disconnect from what this huge gift is going to be for you. Guys, once you let that go, everything falls into place. There's not a person, place, or thing on this planet that should stop you from getting what you deserve in life. Okay? And if they feel that they have the authority to stop you from being happy, then fuck them and close them out. Okay? Shut that out. You don't want that around you. So, guys, the moment you get back to you and you move away from the things that just weren't working is the moment that things blow up in a great way. All right? I'm not worried about y'all. Y'all have something very good coming in. Just be receptive to taking that in, okay? So again, guys, like I said, you can follow my Instagram, High Vibrations 44. Check out those daily energies. And I have been letting everybody know, I'm going to continue to do so for the next few months, guys, that in regards to personal readings, right now I do offer 30-minute readings, and I offer question options as well. It's all on my website, highvibrationswithliz.com. All of this is in the description below. But what I did want to say is that I am just very grateful for just this whole channel and everything that I've been doing, because I've come across so many incredible people. I've met people from all over the world, and it's you know, it's an experience that I would never, you know, take back. It's not something that I would ever, you know, not want to do again. But it's just gotten to the point where ever since I started this channel, there has never been a moment where I have not felt overwhelmed with all the requests and readings that come in. So with that being said, I have enjoyed doing readings so much, but in about 3 to 4 months, that's my goal right now. I plan on stopping personal readings altogether, so I could just focus on my family, so I can focus on finally being able to go somewhere guilt-free. Can you imagine? I've been so many places in the past 2 years, and from the bottom of my heart, I cannot say that I have enjoyed it fully without guilt, because I always have so much work to do. And every time on, like, without fail, if I take 2 to 3 days off, I have people cursing me out in my inbox, like, where's my shit? So it's a lot of pressure. And I want to travel the world. I want to take my son around. I want to do all of this stuff, but I've been putting it off because of how busy I always am. So 3 to 4 months more, guys. If you haven't gotten a reading from me and you want it, definitely take advantage. But yeah, Lissette's gonna retire from personal readings pretty soon. I'm probably just gonna do it for like friends and family and stuff like that. But I will be way more active on YouTube because of that, because I won't have so much else that I have to